Have you ever heard of microflirting? It's those subtle, almost imperceptible signs of attraction that can easily go unnoticed. Today, we're zeroing in on how to spot microflirting in women. It's all about the small gestures, fleeting looks, and nuanced behaviors that signal interest. Ready to become fluent in the language of microflirting? Let's dive in. 1. Whispering for no reason. One subtle but telling form of microflirting is when she lowers her voice to a whisper during a conversation, prompting you to lean in closer. This act creates an intimate space between you two, even in a crowded room. It's her way of drawing you into a more personal, shared experience. Whispering can convey trust and a desire for privacy, suggesting that what she's sharing is meant for your ears only. It's a playful, flirtatious tactic that enhances closeness. Next time she whispers to you, take note of the context and her demeanor. Is it playful? Does it seem like she's sharing a secret or making a personal joke? How you respond can either escalate the flirtation or keep it at a friendly level. Leaning in, maintaining eye contact, and responding with a whisper of your own can reciprocate the flirtatious vibe, signaling your interest in this subtle dance of intimacy. 2. Feigned helplessness. Feigned helplessness is a classic microflirting tactic where she might pretend to need your help with something she can likely manage on her own. It's not about genuine incapacity, but rather an excuse to engage you, draw you closer, and create an interaction. This approach can be seen in situations where she asks for assistance with a task that facilitates one-on-one time or physical closeness, such as reaching for something high up or dealing with a stubborn jar lid. When you notice her employing feigned helplessness, assess the situation with a lighthearted attitude, offer your help with a smile, and use the opportunity to engage in further conversation. However, maintain a respectful and genuine demeanor, ensuring you don't patronize. This moment can be a playful entry into more direct interactions, allowing for mutual teasing and laughter. Responding positively but not overly eagerly shows you're attentive and caring without being gullible. 3. Touching her neck or collarbone. A subtle yet significant microflirting gesture is when she touches her neck or collarbone area while talking to you. This action can be a subconscious indication of interest, drawing attention to a part of the body that's often associated with vulnerability and attractiveness. It might occur during moments of laughter, during thoughtful conversation, or when she's making a point. This gesture not only highlights her femininity, but also can be a sign of comfort and openness in your presence. Observing this gesture should be met with discretion and respect. It's essential to read this signal within the context of the overall interaction. Does it accompany genuine engagement and interest in the conversation? If so, it could be her way of expressing a deeper interest. Continue engaging in the conversation with genuine interest and attentiveness without overemphasizing the gesture. Remember, mutual respect and clear communication are key in any interaction. 4. Sideways glances. Sideways glances are those quick, fleeting looks she gives you, often accompanied by a small smile or a sudden look away when your eyes meet. This classic flirting cue is subtle yet suggestive, indicating interest without overtly stating it. These glances are meant to intrigue and invite further interaction, creating a playful atmosphere of mutual curiosity. It's a way of connecting from a distance, gauging interest, and potentially inviting more direct communication. When you catch her giving you sideways glances, the way you respond can significantly influence the tone of your interaction. A warm smile or a gentle nod can acknowledge her interest without imposing. It's important to keep your response light and friendly, respecting her space and the subtlety of the moment. If she seems receptive, this could be a green light for more open conversation. 5. Exaggerated reactions to your stories. An interesting microflirting behavior is her giving overly enthusiastic or exaggerated responses to your stories or jokes. Whether it's a loud laugh, a playful gasp, or an animated expression of surprise, these reactions aim to show interest and appreciation for your sense of humor and storytelling. It's a way for her to signal that she finds you engaging and enjoyable to be around, enhancing the connection between you through positive reinforcement. Notice the energy and enthusiasm she brings to her reactions. Is it consistent with the nature of your conversation? These amplified responses can be her way of encouraging more sharing and deepening the rapport. In turn, acknowledge her engagement with gratitude and continue to share stories or jokes that resonate with both of you. This reciprocal exchange fosters a lively and dynamic interaction, where mutual enjoyment becomes the foundation of your growing connection. 6. Casual mentions of single life. When she subtly emphasizes her single status in conversations, it's often not just a casual remark, but a deliberate cue. This can be a way of letting you know she's available and potentially interested in exploring a connection with you. Such mentions might come up in discussions about weekend plans, past vacation stories, or when talking about future aspirations. It's a non-direct approach to signal her openness to the idea of dating without putting too much pressure on either party. Responding to these mentions requires a balance of interest and subtlety. Acknowledge what she's sharing and, if you're interested, consider sharing similar sentiments about your own status or aspirations. It's an opportunity to explore mutual interest further and gauge compatibility in a relaxed manner. 7. The double text. The act of sending a follow-up text without waiting for a response, known as double texting, can be a subtle indicator of her interest. It might show eagerness to continue the conversation, a reluctance to let the interaction fade, or simply an excitement about talking to you. This behavior suggests that she values your exchange enough to put herself out there by breaking the so-called texting rules. It's a modern form of flirting that reflects a desire for more immediate and continued connection. Interpreting the double text involves understanding the context and content of the messages. Is she adding to a previous thought, sharing something new, or perhaps making a playful comment? Your response should mirror the tone of her messages and acknowledge the effort to maintain the conversation. Engaging with enthusiasm and genuine interest can encourage a more open and fluid exchange, fostering a deeper connection. 8. The accidental likes or comments. When she accidentally likes or comments on one of your social media posts, it might not be an accident at all. This small action can mean they are trying to get your attention in a quiet way. Think of it like someone making a small wave at you from across the room. They might be interested in you, wanting to start talking again, or simply showing they are thinking of you. This method is less direct than sending a message, but still shows they are interested in some way. It's like knocking on the door softly instead of ringing the bell loudly. If you notice she has accidentally liked or commented on your post, think about how you feel about her. Do you want to talk to them more? If yes, you can like one of their posts in return, or even send a friendly message. This can be a simple way to start talking. Remember, this action is gentle, like dropping a hint rather than making a big statement. Your response should also be gentle and open, allowing the conversation to grow naturally without pushing too hard. It's about showing you noticed her action and are happy to engage, inviting a warm and friendly exchange. Now that you know how to spot those micro-flirting signs, what's next for you? Learn about the social skills women desire in men, or discover how girls hide the fact they're checking you out. Thanks for watching.